Here I am, Thursday afternoon, quite late, about 5ish. I'm going to go and take my boat for first solo sail. The tide's right, so she's coming in at the moment. High's about 7:45, so I need to get out, round the Solent a bit, do a bit of sailing and get back in, well, hopefully before it gets dark, or if not, after it gets dark. So give it a go. Okay, so there's a few checks I want to run through first. So first things first, let's just lift this and have a quick look at the bilges. Yep, they're looking as expected. That one's dry, that one's got a little bit in because we're getting some ingress through these anode fittings, but it's a tiny amount of water. I'll mop that in a moment. Then I'm going to need to let's undo that. Move that out the way. So check the engine, bilge in the engine, not too bad at all. So we're going to need to turn on the cooling seawater cot. Quick belt check, that's all fine. Coolant, the oil level I checked the other day, I know that's fine. Just see if we can no, there's not even enough water in there to prime the bilge pump, so we'll ignore that. Right, that's all good. Now I need to turn the electrics on and the fuel, and then we can get our engine started and see about going. So here we are up on the cockpit. Open the locker up. So two of those round. Just give that a couple of. That's worryingly. Loose. There we go. Stiffened up now. Took a while. And at the back here, whoa, we can turn on the fuel. Okay. Shut that down. Take off our instrument covers. Might need a little bit more depth than that soon. Tide is coming in. Might be 20 minutes or so before I can get out of here. But we'll see. Okay, so we are nav lights on. No, they're not. We are pretty much ready to go. We've got electrics on. We've got our VHF fired up. And bearing compass over there.
Permission to the body position, please.
There we go. And then we start a log entry. So there we go. Okay, so this is us, first solo sail, so I need to get that transit behind me to align to make sure I'm in the channel. So we need to go over this way a bit, and there she is. You can see those two orange triangles slowly starting to line up, and as they align we need to make sure we're going directly away from them, and then we're in the channel. That's good. So Port Solent over there, and we're heading out to Portsmouth Harbour. It's about 20 to 6, 3.5 metres of depth. Probably too much wind on this camera now. So once looks quite foreboding. I think it's going to clear up actually. So that's where we're headed, over there down the channel. 4.6 metres at the moment. We go around this port marker. Okay, well, I got the mainsail up, but I'm kind of stuck on getting the topping lift off, which is a bit of a sod at the moment. So I'm just letting her drift. The engine's running, but she's in neutral, and I'm getting nearly 4 knots, which is pretty good. Biggest problem is my auto helm has just stopped working, which single-handed sailing, that's not impossible. So I'm going to go back to my berth now and try and get the auto helm fixed. But on the bright side, I mean, hey, we got out, we got going. We're going to need to tack now. No, it's pretty much a broad reach with that apparent wind. So that's okay, we'll just jog along here, and I may turn head to wind soon and put the sail in. Okay, we get a slightly better view of the transit on the way back in. And you can see the 2 orange diamonds, one above the other. So we're right on the transit at the moment, which is the deep channel back. Okay, we can see we're past the transit now, and we're heading into our berth. We just need to jink round the edge of this pontoon, and as we see, we've got just under 4 meters of depth, and this boat draws 1.1 meters, so there we go, straight past the end of the pontoon. And now we just got to remain tight to stay in the channel. Just ease the motor right back. Very soon we should be going over the tidal bar. You see we got a height, tidal height gauge there. Around the end. Slowly. Right down the middle. And as we'll see over here off the starboard, we have about 2 meters of water. Just see here on our height gauge. There we go. We had 1 meter of clearance. And there's an alarm going off in there because we got less than 2 meters, but we're fine, we're good. Okay, well there she is back on her berth. That was reasonably uneventful.